Hi children, good morning. Welcome back. This is your ICT sir. Today I'm going to teach you the introduction to HTML, and with these few slides that I have stacked and given, I'm going to teach you how HTML behaves, what is the purpose of HTML. This is for grade 7 and grade 8 students. So sit back, relax, and whenever you want you can stop, rewind, pause and watch my video until you get a good idea about what is HTML is all about. Okay. What is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It says HTML is standard markup language for creating web pages. The main goal is to create web pages. Now, I hope you have seen web pages before. Here you are. This is a web page just simply designed by the government, and you see it's about wonderful benefits and something about banana and few images. There's an image here, some kind of a heading here, few text, and then some bullets contain, and few things about the banana highlighted in bold. There are some numbers and bullets. Let's learn step by step how you can create a simple web page using HTML. HTML describes the structure of a web page. It describes how the web page is designed. HTML consists of series of elements. Let me teach you what our elements are all about. HTML elements tells the browser how to display the content. Now by now you know what our browsers are. You know the web browsers? Yes. You get the Google Chrome browser, Internet Explorer browser, Firefox, Opera, and so forth. The next slide is about how the structure of a document of an HTML is displayed. You find some tags given over here. This is called an element. An element begins with a lesser sign followed by a greater sign, and in between you write the name of the following element name. For this instance, this is HTML. Okay, so the structure of HTML is like it has two pairs, one HTML here, and at bottom you find another HTML here. The difference between this HTML and this HTML, you find a backslash, a slash. So what do you mean by this? This is the open tag and this will be the closing tag. They come in pairs. Some they stay together, but sometimes others stay little different apart from them. Like the title, they are together in the same line. Opening title and the closing title. In between the open and the closing tag, you write the contain what you really want to write here. So in this page, page title is given. If you see the web browser about the banana, here is the title, 7 Wonderful Benefits of Bananas. This is displayed as the title. This is displayed as the title over here. Okay, I'll teach you step by step how what are these tags are all about. It's a simple structure of an HTML document. The next slide I'll take you what is an HTML element is all about. An HTML element is defined by a starting tag, as I told you, some contain, and an ending tag. Here you are. Here is the tag name, and here is the tag ending name. In between that, you write the contain here. The contain goes here. The HTML element is everything from the starting tag to the ending tag. For example, you need to write a heading. The heading, so there are 6 headings starting with H1 to H6. This particular heading H1 and the H1 closing, in between that you get the content saying what you really want to write. My first heading. The next is a paragraph tag. The paragraph and the paragraph close. A simple paragraph. You know paragraphs, a simple paragraph like this. The paragraph tags represents all what it contains in between the open and the closing tag. I hope you understood that. The next tag shows you how it is displayed in an HTML in a browser. The HTML contain. For instance, you wrote my first heading, and look how it is seen in the browser. It's bit dark, the letters, and it is bigger than the paragraph letters. So the purpose of a web browser, it says here, what is a web browser? The purpose of a web browser, the Chrome, Edge, Firefox or Safari, is to read the documents and display them incorrectly. So whatever you write here, as example, whatever you write in an HTML coding, it is displayed properly, step by step. It is stacked and shown to you in a methodical order. A browser does not display the HTML tags. You will not see the HTML tag. Instead, you will see what its content is all about. But the users them to determine how to display the documents. So you will not see the tags here, but you will see what its content is all about. Now you might ask me, sir, how do I write all my HTML tags? Yes, you know this a notepad, a simple text editor, a notepad. You can do that. Or if you are well enough with a professional, if you are very professional, you can use a little advanced professional HTML editors like Web Expression and so forth. There are a lot. So the web page can be created and modified by using professional HTML editors. However, for learning HTML, we recommend a simple text editor like Notepad in the PC. There is a software for Mac, text editor, the text edit in Mac. So let's open a simple text Notepad by going to Notepad. Here is your Notepad. So when you are saving a Notepad, you got to remember this is a very important step when you are saving a document as an HTML. Few things to remember. After you finish writing your HTML document, HTML tags, now we are ready to save it. Here it says here, if you look very carefully, save the file on your computer by selecting Save As in a Notepad. Name the file. Whenever you write a name, remember to write the name first and keep a dot and then followed with an HTML. You can write HTM or HTML as an extension. Make sure you always remember, once you write appropriate name for your web page, you write the extension .html to it. So let me show you how I am going to do now. I'm going to save this file, Save As. I'm going to save it on my desktop, and I'm going to simply name this as my first web page .html, and then you can save this on your desktop by saving it. Save. Now you will see your first web page is displayed on the desktop, and it has its Firefox or a Chrome symbol on it, and you just got to double click it and open. When you double click and open, the web browser opens from the web browser, and it displays the content of my simple writing what I have done it. So you can always minimize this and go to your Notepad and see the title I have given here is page title. If you look closely, it's the page title over here, and then I have given a heading, and the heading is about my first heading and a simple paragraph. I hope you understood this. Right. The next slide says about how HTML document should be stacked. So it says here all the HTML document must have or must start with a document type declaration. So the HTML doc type, you got to write this down where I have not written it. When you are publishing it, it is very important to write this to know that this is a HTML doc type. So the compiler will understand this is a HTML document type. Then it follows with the HTML document itself begins with HTML and ends with HTML. close. The visible part of the HTML document is between the body and the body close. So all your informations that will be displayed only within the body open and the body close, where I have highlighted over here. So the contain, only the title can be seen, but other than the other parts, these parts, only the body is the most important part, where all your informations are stacked. Moving to the next slide. HTML heading. What is a HTML heading? HTML headings are defined with H1 to H6 tags. So there are 6 tags. H1 defines the most important heading. Remember, it's the most important heading that you use. H6 defines the least important heading, the smallest heading in the heading tags. So H1 and H1 close, H2, H2 close. I can copy this and show you to you how it will display on your browser. Okay children, now I have typed the H1, H2 and H3. Let's go and see by saving it. Simply save. Once you saved and given a name, you just got to save. Each time, each code, whatever you do, simply save. Minimize your HTML document, the notepad document. Move to the browser. Let me just minimize my presentation. Open my web page again one more time by double clicking it. Here you are. The 3 headings are shown to you. One heading is bigger. This is the first heading, the most important heading. Second heading is a bit smaller, and the third heading is little smaller than the second heading. Moving to the next slide. This is about HTML paragraph. HTML paragraphs are defined by the P tag. P tag. You can write many paragraphs in your HTML by using the P tag. And the next slide is all about the image tag. The image tag, it's a very important tag, and you got to learn a little bit more than the other tags. There are few attributes, alternative attributes, like I'll teach you what these attributes are all about. HTMLs are defined by, image is defined by a simple word called img tag. The source files, you got to write another name after the image. Here you are. After typing the image, you write src, that's the source file where the file is located, within equal src. Do you see it's red color? I defined it little different with a red color, and equal sign. Let me just make it a little bigger. src equals to, with the open parenthesis, with a double quotation mark, and then write the name of the file followed by a .jpg. This is a JPG file. There are different file formats of images. This happened to be a JPEG or JPG file. So you write the extension name called JPG. You might find different extensions like BMP, bitmap, and then the alternative tag, alternative text, refers to, I have just written it, mother's love. In case if your image is lost, you will know as a programmer what is the file missing over here. Next is followed by the width and the height. You can determine how much, what is the size, appropriate size for my web page is all about. Here I have written here width equals to 104 pixels width, and then the height is followed after leaving a space. Always remember width equals and a value given to it within the inverted commas. It has to have an inverted comma. Always open inverted comma and closing inverted comma. No, I'm sorry. This is the mother's love. Right. Open inverted comma and closing inverted comma. Next, the height is also displayed, and the border. The border is the thick border that you see around the image. The border I have given equal to 3. So when you play around, you will be able to understand how it is behaving. Pause and see how the structure of an image is displayed. An image or a tag can have an attribute called how to define the tag. So let me go down the presentations. You will understand what is an attribute is all about. The next tag is about empty element tags in HTML. HTML elements with no contains are called empty elements. There is no contain in it. For instance, the break tag is defined by BR, and this tag defines a line break, like when you want to enter and go for another paragraph, another step, you use BR. The tag defines the horizontal line. Here you are, if you watch carefully. If you look closely, I have a gap here after the H1 tag. I have given a break tag, and then I have started another paragraph, and after that I have a HR, a horizontal line. Do you see there is a horizontal line here? Those are called empty tags. Those are called empty tags. Empty tags. Then you should know there are two tags. One is contain tag, the other is empty tag. If you see carefully, a break tag does not have a closing tag. Do you see there is no closing tag? This is the important presentation, the slide that I told you about HTML attributes. Let's read it. All the HTML elements can have an attribute. Okay, what is an attribute? An attribute provides additional information about the element. Attributes are always specified in the starting tag. You must remember it is always specified in the opening tag, not the closing tag. Attributes usually comes within two pairs. It's two pairs actually. The name and the value. Here is the name, a line followed by an equal sign, and the value is shown after that. The value has a blue color. I just made it blue so that you will understand what is the name followed by its value. If you can see clearly, H1 is given an align. Align means you're aligning it the contain to, where is it? Center. Oh, I can show you this now. Children, now I have made the same attributes. I have put H1 align equal to center, and what is my contain after that, and then I have closed this H1, and then the next one is P color. In the paragraph I use a color equals to pink, and I write all my contain within that, and I close the tag. Let me just save it and see how it looks in my browser. Minimize this, minimize my presentation, and I open my file. Let's see, still opening. Right, children, so now H1 aligned to center, P aligned to center. Let's go and see how it will look in my browser by minimizing this, double clicking to it. It's still loading. Do you see the content is in the center now, and even the paragraph is in the center. I hope you understood what is an attribute is all about. In the next slide, you are going to learn what is inline CSS. That means you don't need at this moment. When you come to grade 10, 11, you will learn this, but let's just read what it is all about. A style. Over here, inline style. An inline style is used to apply a unique style to a single HTML element. Now, if you want to a single HTML element, let's say about H1, you can use an attribute called style and use equal and use the color is blue, and close the tag. Let me just make it a little bigger for you to see. Style, the attribute name is style, equals within the inverted commas. You write color. The color is here represents not C-O-L-O-U-R, it is C-O-L-O-R, American English, and then followed by colon, that means equals to blue. It's not now equal, it's is blue, and then ends with a semicolon. You must remember to write color is blue and then ends the statement with a semicolon and ends with the double quotation mark. Over here also, P style equals color red Now if you see the difference between here, difference between the H1 align equals to center, there is only few here. But here now you have another attribute called style equals, it's almost the same with inverted commas, but now a color colon is blue, and it ends with the line of the following style. So let's copy this and see how it will look in the browser. Okay children, let's save this file. File save, minimize, and let's open my file again. Over here, now you see that it has a blue color heading. The heading is given a blue color, and a paragraph is given a red color. Okay, blue heading, red paragraph heading. So let me just revise one more time. So how do you do that? Now look at this simple the two H1 tags. There is an H1 here, there is H1 here. It only has align to center, but here H1 style equals to, within the inverted commas, color is blue. Here P style equals inverted commas, color is red. Simple as that. Once you save this, minimize and open, you will get the same heading. See the difference between this heading is center, whereas this heading is on your left side as it is, but it has a color. I hope you understood. You can always pause it and type and see whether your codings, if it gets wrong, you go through again and see. Now by the way, when you want to open a document, your document, this particular document in HTML, in Notepad, you can either open the Notepad first, just minimize it, and simply drag this to the Notepad. You will be able to open your file back. That's one way. Or you can right click and open with Notepad. Open with, you can choose, if the Notepad is not listed here, choose the Notepad, just open with Notepad also. You can play around, you can minimize, you can save all your works, and then have a fun moving back and forth and see how your designs look. For instance, if I want to just use a body, BG color, BG COLOR equals, same way with two inverted commas. In between that, you can write the color that you like. Hot pink is my favorite color, hot pink. Most of the grade 7 knows that hot pink is my favorite color. Body followed by a space, BG color together, equals, with not a single quotation mark, please remember, double quotation mark, shift and the quotation mark. Use your shift key to do that, and write the content, and then file save. Just minimize it and open your file. That's my color to the background. Did you understand this? Good. You can always close it and move back again to your last preview work. So that concludes what is HTML is all about. It's a very basic thing. There are a lot to learn. In grade 7 and grade 8 children, you have so much to do in your textbook. Let's revise one by one. Okay children, for grade 7s you get some codings. If you turn with me to page number 106, you will get the simple read it. These are all the element tags that you have. Center tag, image tag. We will learn one by one. What are they? For grade 8s, you got to know why do we create, what is our goal of creating a web page. So you got to learn why do I need to make a website. What is my layout? How does my content, how should it contain? Design, what are the designs? Do you need any pictures, letters, and so forth? Navigations, do I need any menus like home, products, contact me? You get lot. And then what are the images that you are going to use? So forth. You got to learn first. You got to have a good understanding about your web page, and then only you should start developing with a simple web editor or an editor that you can use like HTML, CSS, Dreamweaver. Even Photoshop can really do PHP, MySQL. These are all high-tech, advanced web editors. But just to start with, you can use your notepad to just develop a simple tags and a simple web page. So here are the basic tags that you got to learn. If you turn with me to page number, this is the page number 68. All your tags are there listed from the HTML to image tag and hyperlink tag. So if you go through the nutshell, here is the title and H1. An italic, I stands for italic, P for paragraph, B for giving a break, an empty tag, bold, making the letters little darker, and the order list. I'll teach you this also. An unordered list, and a simple an anchor tag or a link tag to another page or to another website is as follows. So I hope you will enjoy doing HTML. So the first thing is what you should do. What should you do? Open a simple notepad. Write the content. What is the first content? You can just see HTML. And then followed by just give a little space and write the next pair, the closing pair, and then what is the next one? It's the head tag. To that also I keep one space and close H. And this in between the head open and the head close, you get another tag called Now you might ask me, sir, why did you write in capitals? Rest of the other tags were in simple. So there is no problem with capitalization. You can either write capitals or simple, but it is nice to write in capitals. But there is no hard fast rule that you must only type in capital, but it's up to you to decide. But it is good. Most of the programmers try to develop their websites using simple, starting with a simple capital and ending with simple letters. So in between that I'm going to write let's say banana, and then the heading is going to be banana, and then after following that you have the most important tag is the body tag, and after the HTML close you go down. Before the closing tag of HTML, write the close body. This is the basic tags of HTML. Okay, so in between that you can write all your tags that you like, maybe H1, and close the H1 so that you won't forget, and in between the H1 and the H1 close keep little space and write your content. About banana. Okay, and then you can write a paragraph, something about banana. I can say I like banana. And then you can just save this by file, save as. Make sure that you remember this. Remember where you're going to save it. It's nice to have it on the desktop so that you can always see it. And give a name. Now what was my name about my title? Banana. So I'm going to put banana dot, oh, remember that. What is the extension? HTML. It's followed with a dot HTML and simply save. Let's minimize this and see. Now I have banana now. Before it was my banana. Double click it. You should see about banana. I like banana, and the title is banana. Now you can close this or minimize this and work with the notepad again where it is on, and then keep doing what you really like. For instance, BG color. BG color equals, with the inverted commas, you write your favorite color, pink, and just file save it, minimize it, and while it is already open you can just refresh. You don't need to open all the time. There you are. If you refresh or right click refresh, reload, you will get its color is blue. So that's one attribute that I add. Next you can quickly go and put P align. Can you remember? Align. So let's write P align. h1 align equals to, with an inverted comma, center. File save, and then go to your browser and then refresh it. It will be in center. So likewise, you can use an image and so forth. Let's try an image. Now you got to find an image. Let's go and see what image that I can use here. 1 second. Right, I found an image on my desktop. So it's about baby and mother. Okay, so let's type the image tag img, and if you can remember, src equals the resources with a double quotation mark. Just quickly close it, and in between that you are to write something. Let me show you how it is done. So go to the image, select the image and right click it and go to properties. Under properties there are two things that you got to copy. Select the location first by selecting C users Shannon _ desktop. While it is selected, right click, copy and paste the following here. Paste. It's already pasted now. Keep a slash, type a slash over here, a backslash, and then write the name of the file. What is the name of the file? It is baby and mother. You can type it here if you want. I'm going to copy it soon, and then paste. And the last and the foremost is, what is its extension? What is its extension? .jpg. You can just type .jpg and you're done. You're done with that. You're done with that. And then let's go and review and see file. Say, first of all, what did you do? You selected a picture, right click into properties, under properties you selected the location. While it is selected, copy and just paste it in between, and then use a stroke slash and then write its name. What is its name? Mother and baby, baby and mother .jpg. That's all. And then you save it. Let's revise it. Let's go and see how it looks in the browser. Refresh. Now you will see the picture is bigger. It doesn't suit. Now I need to make it smaller. So you go back again over there. After typing that, after the inverted comma close, you can write width equals to, with a single quotation mark I'm going to put, let's just assume I want it to be 25% of the big. Now it is 100%. I'm going to make it 25%. It's going to be smaller, 25%, or you can write an amount that you really like. I'm going to say 25% pixels out of the picture. With file save, and if you refresh, it's 25% smaller. Do you see that now? So you can use, if you want, a precise size, if you want, like let's say 150 pixels. File save and reload. It's 150 pixels smaller than it was before, but I like to keep it to a 25%. File save. Always remember to file save and jump between the notepad and the HTML browser. Refresh. And then if you feel of adding a border, border equals the same method, double quotation mark, and write, I'm going to put it 3 this time, the width of the border. File save and refresh. You will see a black border. Can you see that? Right. Now if you want to center this, there is one tag called center. Let me just see. Here, the center tag. So you can use that here to make this image center. So I'm going to start the image center. Center. Starting of the image to be center. I'm going to copy it soon. I'm going to put it here, the closing tag of the center. So the image will center from the inception point to the end point. Let's go and see that now. File save, refresh. The image is center now. Do you see that? So I want you to just try that and enjoy doing a little bit of work about yourself. Write about yourself and send me a picture that you have done it using HTML, simple text editor in Notepad. I hope you enjoyed my program. Hope to see you soon. God bless you.